everybody? I am KeyLovesGod. Welcome back to my channel where I help uplift, encourage, and inspire others on how to be made in His image and on how to be the best versions of yourselves. You guys, in today's video, we are going to be watching The Chosen, episode 4 of season 2. And this one is called The Perfect Opportunity. I literally just finished watching episode 3. Had me in tears. Oh my gosh, I was so not expecting that. But in today's episode, I'm not for sure what I'm going to be looking at right now. Hopefully I won't have any more tears coming out. But I would, like to know what you guys are eating. What are you watching from? I know that this is Thanksgiving week. So, I'm thankful for you guys joining me every single time for these reactions. Thank you guys so much. And comment down below what you're thankful for. Thank you guys so much for praying for me, my health, my family, and let's jump right in. Are you guys eating anywhere for Thanksgiving? We're going to be cooking from home, so... Ooh, oh no. He can't feel anything anymore. I don't think he can walk. Oh no. You guys, I already don't like how this is starting off. I'm already getting in my feelings just watching this, having a son ourselves. And he's sitting back watching all the other kids playing and getting to have fun. Wow, he has to sit there. Like, my heart is just aching right now for him. Oh, she was pregnant again? Oh no, don't tell me she passed away. Oh no. No. Just to be clear, he did remarry, right? Because from the looks of it, his wife passed away during childbirth, and he remarried again. Correct? No, he's gonna have to go away or something. Oh, he's like, don't do it. Oh no. Dang. Isn't this supposed to bring like healing? Like if you're able to get to the water. He's going to war. Wow. Look, he's like basically homeless now, looks like. Dang. Oh. He can't ever make it over there. Wow. he just gave up. He's like, it's no use. That's miserable. No. That is just awful.
Because you don't know how to count. I asked you for 8, yes, 6. That is not acceptable. I'm sorry. Please, sir. Last time we had the same problem. I asked you for 8. No, you take this back and you bring me 8 like I asked. No, 8. Fire! No, Lord, but God. You ruined one of my cuts.
It did get his attention, Rabbi.
You're very resourceful, Simon. That's it for today, zealots. Come on, Simon, let's eat.
Murder training. Real subtle. I'll be seeing you real soon, Simon.
He is as inventive as he is dedicated. I have overseen Simon's training for the last 3 years. He has never failed me. Now, he has never had an assignment like this before. A Roman magistrate on the streets of Jerusalem. But he will have at least 2 escorts.
Every breath this Roman takes is theft. Every garment he deigns for this so-called high priest, stained.
Caiaphas has resisted.
His resistance is a show. The Romans, however, do not know that. The magistrate's mysterious death will cast suspicion upon Caiaphas, resulting in his arrest.
Simon is up to the task.
Send him to me.
Yeah, I've never been to Jerusalem. Really? How is that possible? My father never took me and my mother to the feasts.
This is your first feast of the Tabernacles.
No, this is just my first time in Jerusalem.
Tabernacle is a temporary dwelling. It's a tent.
I know what the tabernacle is. So what? Do we have to build one to eat? I was being facetious.
God said to live in a booth for 7 days during this feast, to commemorate how the children of Israel lived in temporary shelters for 40 years in the desert.
Still odd.
One of 3 pilgrimage holidays where every able-bodied Israelite male would travel to Jerusalem and present himself before Adonai. You really don't know about any of this stuff.
I've already admitted that I don't know all of it. I didn't pay much attention. I do recall my father used to leave 3 times a year.
Why is it only the men are required to go?
It can be a perilous journey. Difficult for children and the sick, people who need caretakers, but it doesn't prohibit anyone. I've taken Eden many times. Sharp. All right, I need some bodies to go into town with me. Daniel gave me a list of supplies for this masterpiece of his. Pick me. Pick me, Carl. I'm going to stop doing that.
Enter. Please. To whom serve?
El Shaddai, God of power and might, God of war.
What is your name?
Simon, son of Zebulun, son of Akiva of Ashkelon.
For what were you born?
To cleanse Israel of her enemies, to expel all non-Jews from Jerusalem, as the scriptures demand.
Which scriptures?
From the scroll of Moses, Shemot. Whoever sacrifices to any god other than the Lord alone shall be devoted to destruction.
You will travel to Jerusalem for the Feast of Tabernacles.
With the order?
2 days prior, you will leave first thing in the morning. In Jerusalem, you will assassinate an enemy of God.
The Roman magistrate, Rufus.
You will be met by your brother in the city.
My brother.
A Jerusalem zealot and his team. They have been tracking Rufus. Once you are briefed on the Romans' movements, you will lead the team.
Yes, master.
Carry out your orders, Simon of Zebulun, or never return.
The Lord is in your midst. You shall never again fear evil. On that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear not, O Zion. Let not your hands grow weak. The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will glorify his love. He will exalt over you with loud singing. I will gather those of you who mourn.
It doesn't matter, any kind of grate or pallet. A stone would work.
A stone, Yanni. This is a public teaching.
I picked this market specifically because it serves so many poor. They're hungry for the words of a teacher. And they're probably afraid of you.
Afraid of what?
It's the holy city. You're a Pharisee. Just relax. Let us pray. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who bestows good things upon the unworthy.
The Birkat Hagomel. But that's the blessing for life-threatening situations.
You'll be fine. This is the first step to gaining a following. And once you have, your message will have even greater weight in the temple. For both of us. Good luck.
You're leaving?
These people are hungry for the word. I'm hungry for breakfast. V'hatov v'hamitev.
Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who is good and does good.
He's scared. 'Cause he's a Pharisee. Oh my gosh, look how much older he's gotten. All these people are waiting to jump inside of that to receive a healing.
Are you okay, Jesse? You're moving from the edge?
There's no point. It was a dumb idea.
You're not going to try anymore. No, Jesse. If you don't have any hope, then why are you still here?
Right, that's what I want to know. Oh no. Ah. It's torture.
Can you believe that guy is here? I saw him earlier. Who is that? That is a ghost of the Cohorte Urbane. Secret police?
More like marshals. Elite soldier investigators. I heard the captain call him Atticus. Don't stare. Never seen one before. Or you have, and you didn't know.
Hello? What brings you to Jerusalem?
The festival, the pilgrimage.
You're a few days early?
I have family here.
In what district?
Near the Antonia fortress?
You carrying weapons?
No.
You're free to go. What was his crime? Murder?
What is your name, soldier?
Linus Silnius, sir.
Linus, I want you to take your next assignment very seriously.
My next assignment, sir.
The Antonia fortress is not a residential area. It is a public forum. That man does not have family there. Do you understand? Axius, send Linus Silnius home and take over this checkpoint.
Oh, I am so hungry. It's all I can do not to bite into this pomegranate.
I was too. But the vendor had a stain on his tunic that looked like baby spit out. Made me nauseous.
I know. I heard you tell him that.
Be patient. You shouldn't eat right now. Your hands are filthy.
You really don't hold back, do you?
I'm just being helpful. You want to impress Rema, right?
What?
You heard me.
Deceptive visions. They have not exposed your iniquity to restore your fortunes, but have seen for you oracles that were false and misleading. I say to you, brothers and sisters, fellow children of Adonai, we must always be on guard against the false prophets among us, who use God's words, not to praise Him, not to glorify Him, but in the pursuit of their own power. It is
What are you doing?
seduced. Often, we think of false prophets
This guy is so irritating to me.
saying for
Makes sense.
or play.
You're kind of the same person. All numbers and logic. Except he can't tell jokes.
Guys,
We should see what he wants.
See, maybe that's why I like Matthew so much, because I am a logical person and I'm very practical as well. So
that Pharisee knows us.
analytical.
He does not approve.
What do you mean?
He used to live in Capernaum. He once yelled at our master.
That guy?
Shh. He called for his arrest at the house of Big James and John's father. We should go.
Where? The meeting place is a block away.
What are the odds?
You guys are both actually calculating the odds. Look, just stay out of sight. The Pharisee doesn't know our faces. We see the others, we'll head them off.
Tomorrow night begins the Feast of Tabernacles. Over 1 million Jews are flooding into our city at this very moment from every corner of Israel. All to observe the feast, yes, but some may bring with them an agenda. Some false teachers may seize upon the large crowds to spread their heresies.
You see what I mean, though?
Consider yourself to be devout.
About Matthew and you?
Please don't speak.
To the letter, beware they are not used against you. map of every street he walks, every spot he goes. We tracked his movements for 2 months.
Near the end of every Shabbat, at the start of the first day, Motzi Shabbat, he goes to his favorite restaurant in the upper city, the Valerian.
And there are no other patterns, no other places he goes consistently?
To the Praetorium every day, of course, but it's heavily guarded on all sides. The restaurant is utterly exposed.
He always has a guard, and on the off hours when he is with his wife, too.
This Yom Rishon tradition is a problem. If the streets are empty for Shabbat, it will be harder to create a diversion. It will be a challenge to get into position as Shabbat is ending.
Roman is smart to choose Shabbat.
Of course. Never underestimate the enemy.
We have an ally with a shop on the square. We could store our weapons there and be ready as soon as Shabbat ends.
Excellent. I need a cart with dry straw and 3 additional men. See to it.
He's spying on him. He's trying to see what he's up to. He's like, you don't have any family in that area. Ah, my leg is asleep. Ow. Beautiful.
Woman of valor, who can fight?
Those are so beautiful.
With all due respect, Nathaniel, I know you're a skilled architect, but this thatched roof won't keep the rain out.
That's the point. The vegetation provides shade from the sun during the day.
And if a few raindrops get through, it is a reminder of our dependence on God, of His provision, and of how our people were so vulnerable in the wilderness. And He brought us through.
There was a time in my life, in my old life, where I had to sleep outside. It is a good reminder of how I was delivered from that.
This time of dwelling in booths is also a leveler of people. Wealthy, poor, everyone sleeps outside as equals.
Well, let's be honest. Not all booths are created equal.
Yes, Nathaniel, the beauty of this booth is itself an act of worship.
Rabbi, I have a question.
Yes.
In the prophet Zechariah it is written, "And everyone who has survived of all the nations that have attacked Jerusalem shall go up year after year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles."
Wait, what? Zechariah says that? They read that passage of the feast every year. You just don't pay attention.
And there's a lot of readings. They sort of run together.
What exactly is your question, Big James?
One day, our enemies will celebrate this feast with us, Babylonians, Assyrians, the Romans, Jews and Gentiles at this table? What would have to happen for that to be possible?
Something will have to change.
But the booths won't mean anything to them.
We're the ones who dwelt in temporary shelters while we wander the wilderness, not them.
Everyone has wandered through the wilderness at some point.
If all the nations came to celebrate in Jerusalem, there will not be enough room, not to buy. I will not bore you with the calculations.
I think it will not be Jerusalem as we know it now.
Certainly not.
But if Zechariah prophesied it, it will be fulfilled, right?
It just sounds impossible.
I know a thing or two about prophecies that sound impossible.
Anyone have other questions?
That moan is intense.
Hello, friends. Have a seat, please.
Rabbi, we may have a problem.
I'm listening.
Shmuel is here.
Our Shmuel?
He was on a street corner today, raising the alarm about false prophecy. He means you, Rabbi.
Are you sure?
Yes, well, he's been...
I'm joking. I know he means me, Simon. So Shmuel is in Jerusalem, talking about me. That's even better.
Better?
I think I'm going to see someone inside the city walls tomorrow. You may come if you like. I enjoy the company. And bring Matthew. It'll be good for him.
He will quiet you with his love. He will exult over you with loud singing. I will
Excuse
gather
me, you guys.
those of you who mourn for the festival, so that you will no longer suffer.
Ugh.
Behold, at that time, I will deal with all your oppressors, and I will save the lame, and gather the outcast. And I will change their shame into praise and renown in all the earth. Read the prophet Zephaniah.
This person you need to see? We get to meet him in the temple?
Oh, actually the opposite. The Bethesda pool.
Really?
Here we go again.
It's stranger and stranger with you, doesn't it? I love it.
Why is it strange? Because the history of the pool is pagan. I don't know much about the details. James usually knows that stuff more, but...
The pool used to be a shrine for the Phoenician god, Epin?
Shmun.
Shmun, right. And then the Greeks and the Romans turned it into a place of worship for a healing cult of Asclepius.
Very good, Simon.
How do you know this stuff?
And James isn't the only one who reads. John, you should try it.
I do know about the pools, though. Every day the water steams and bubbles, and some people believe that it's stirred up by an angel who heals the first person who gets to the stirred water.
The first person.
That there are places on earth where hot vapor steams up from the ground.
See, that's why his brother, that guy's brother, Simon's brother, wasn't able to get there because he's a paralytic, and it had to be the first person. I thought that if they all got into the water, or close, like whoever was all closest to like the bubbly water, you know, to the steam or whatever, whether it be like 2, 3, 4 people, they will all get healing. But it's like the first person to get there. That's what he just said.
Ground intermittently, what makes water boil, and no one knows how.
I wouldn't say no one. Is that why we're going? You're gonna tell us?
Someday someone will figure it out,
They'll tell everybody. But for now, we have a checkpoint to pass. Everyone behave yourselves.
Can you imagine what Jesus was thinking in that moment when he walked past all of these crosses, and he knows that he will have to die a sinner's death? Look at his face. These are sinners who are on the cross.
Could you look any more Roman? I'd have asked you to meet me in the town square if I'd known you'd show up looking like a senator.
I don't get paid to blend in. I'm Petronius, and you are the cohort Urbany?
Atticus.
Yeah, he came with his hair all curled. Looks like he got his hair curled with the curling iron. Thinking that's a very unusual hairstyle. You don't see that too much. That's why.
Yes, Emilius.
Your reputation precedes you.
That is why I meet in alleys.
You're a long way from home.
I go where the work is.
And what work is here for you, Atticus?
Your magistrate. Surprise. Something on Rufus's calendar puts you on a narrow road in the upper city just off the square.
Valerian, it's
He's always
a
eating.
restaurant. Rufus eats there every Saturday after Sabbath.
Oh, lovely. But you've got a skilled assassin that wants to cancel his reservation. Did no one ever teach you to mix up the routine?
He's inflexible about it.
Good. That's good, that's good. Don't deviate. Do everything exactly as you'd planned.
What? No, I can't risk his life. Go.
Does anybody know what he's eating? Because it's like, I don't know if it's like supposed to be like a form of tobacco back in the day or something like that. Like something like tobacco, or is he just snacking on like nuts or something? Because he constantly has something in his hand and he's just eating it. Snacking on it.
Arrest the assassin.
Do you know who the zealots are?
They're extremists. They reject the
They're
rabbinical.
martyrs with a persecution complex. Arrest him, we'll only be adding fuel. Torture him, he gets a seat closer to his god. No, I want to kill him, Petronius, in the act. And then I want to watch his rat pals scurry their way back to their nest with a story they can't glorify, can't teach to the next class of marks. And do you know why?
Why?
Because we were just better than they were. That's why. Rome won.
You should be a general.
Now, what fun would that be?
Well, you're going to have to lay out your plan to the magistrate and his wife.
She'll go for it before he does.
10 denarii says she doesn't.
I don't need the money.
I think he's looking for his brother. They just wait for that spring to pop up. They don't know when it's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, look at him now, guys.
Jesse. I'm your brother, Simon. Do you remember me?
Simon? Your brother.
They told me I could find you here. Uncle Ram at Abba's funeral.
You must be 30 years
years old. You're not Simon. I'm almost 40. I've been here 25 years. You make the pilgrimage every holiday? Yes. And you knew I was here. Our order forbids coming to the pool of Bethesda. I'm your brother. This place is a pagan cult. Since when do cults bother you? I was embarrassed for you. Do you really believe in this? You try living for 38 years without legs at work! And then tell me you wouldn't try anything and everything. Why wouldn't you at least come by once and carry me into the water? You could have tried. It is not in our God's nature to pit sick people against each other in a twisted game. I won't play it with you. Is it in our God's nature that his children would slit each other's throats? Have you no regard for the commandment that we shall not take another's life? We both know the scriptures. There's a time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. Mm-hmm. The land must be purged. And what about our family? Are we to be purged too? You left me.
He did.
You left all of us. I left you to save you. Do I look saved to you? I can't believe you are worse than you used to be. My legs are the same as when you left. I'm not talking about your legs. I'm talking about you. This godforsaken place has turned my strong brother into someone hopeless. In what should I hope in? After all these years? You and your murderous kind. Jesse, it's killed me to watch you suffer in your life. And I am sorry. I truly am. But that's not the only kind of pain. And you're not the only one who feels it. But you know what? I am at least doing something about mine. And I'm not sitting in a bed waiting to die.
He's grown resentful, and
Have
bitter.
you said all you need to say? I have to be in the upper city. That's nearby. That's still a mile away. Might as well be 1,000 miles to me. Whoever it is, don't do it. It's not worth it. If they catch you, they'll kill you. I am not afraid of death. I just wanted to say goodbye. Because I didn't do it right the first time. I do love you. And I love God. Goodbye, Jesse. By the time you read this, I will be halfway to the mountains to join the zealots of the fourth philosophy in the spirit of our great King David, who sang, "Zeal for your house has consumed me." I note. I was a better writer then.
He kept it all this
And from
time.
Zephaniah, behold, at that time I will deal with all your oppressors. I will save the lame and gather the outcast. I will change their shame into praise and renown in all the earth.
He didn't keep his promise so far.
Jesse,
Oh,
when you stand on 2 feet, I will know the Messiah has come. I will fight for the freedom of Zion in order to see that day.
he lost sight of what he was.
Stand by it. Farewell, Jesse.
He's been holding on to that promise all this time. Oh, my heart breaks for him. He feels like his brother lost sight of what he actually went out to do, because he's like, I'm still here. I'm an outcast. I'm considered a lame man or whatever, and my legs still don't work. And after all that time of holding out hope and faith, you do grow resentful. You do grow angry. And his brother, it was killing him to see his brother suffer like that. So they both had pain. They were taken for their own purposes or something that they were holding on to. And I'm curious to see how it's all going to come together in this episode called The Perfect Opportunity. So let's see what that opportunity is. So sad for him. Bless his heart. That's his first time seeing his brother in all those years. Could you imagine how that makes him feel?
We don't have much time. Hey! What's the matter?
Nothing. Just focused.
You're not focused.
Our men are in position. When you see Rufus and his escorts pass the side street entrance, side street entrance, you'll have 30 seconds to get into position.
Oh, Jesus is there, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
This is what all the fuss is about. An oversized mikveh.
I have a feeling we haven't seen it all yet.
I'm gonna cry. My eyes are already teary.
That's him. Who? Him. The one who's been here the longest. But doesn't belong. The sad one.
Well, why do I get the feeling this isn't just a meeting? Do we need to be on the lookout?
No.
Simon. Love
Just
Simon.
stay with me and watch.
Look at these Pharisees. You already know they're gonna have something to say about it.
Shalom.
Me?
Yes.
Shalom.
I have a question for you.
For me. I don't have many answers, but I'm listening.
Do you want to be healed?
Yes, Lord.
Who are you?
We'll get to that later. But my question remains.
Will you take me to the water?
He is the living water.
Look, I'm having a really bad day.
You've been having a bad day for a long time.
Ooh.
So?
Sir, I have no one to help me into the water when it's stirred up. And when I do get close, the others step down in front of me. And so...
Look at me. Look at me. That's not what I asked. I'm not asking you about who's helping you, or who's not helping, or who's getting in your way.
I'm asking about you.
I've tried.
For a long time, I know. And you don't want false hope again, I understand. But this pool, it has nothing for you. It means nothing. And you know it. But you're still here. Why?
I don't know.
You don't need this pool. You only need me. So, do you want to be healed? So let's go. Get up. Pick up your mat.
And walk.
And walk.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm free to walk, like he said. Don't forget your bed. Why does this matter? Because you're not coming back here.
That's right.
That life is over. Everything changes now. Yo! It's Shabbat. What are you doing?
Torah forbids carrying a mat on Shabbat.
Not Torah, the oral tradition.
Yes. Transporting objects from one domain to another violates Shabbat.
The man who healed me.
You guys, first off, I want to stop for that on a brief moment and just talk about what just happened. Oh my gosh, that just touched me so deeply because so many followers, believers, Christians, followers of Jesus Christ, you know, we go through persecution, we go through hard times, you know. Some of us are some of us think that just because we follow Jesus Christ that we don't have to suffer, we don't have to go through life. But we do. We have to share in his sufferings. You know, Christ suffered as well. He went through things. We will go through things. We will be hated because the world first hated him. So it's like, of course, we're going to share in all of his sufferings, everything that he went through. But this man here who was paralyzed, when Jesus went to him, he said, please, I'm having a bad day. And he said, you've been having a bad day for a long time. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said that so many of us have been having a bad day for a very long time. And some of us may wonder why we have to go through certain things. We may wonder, why me, God? Why my situation? Why us? Why do we have to face these certain things? You know, where are you? We may even grow bitter. We may even grow resentful or angry. Maybe at God, maybe at ourselves, maybe at our loved ones. Because we start to blame the people around us, just like this man did. You know, he was saying, every time I try to get to the water, they stumble over me. They step on me. I can't get there. And Jesus said, that's not why I was asking you. I asked you, do you want to be healed? We have free will. God gives us and has given us free will to decide, to make a choice. He had a choice in deciding if he wanted to be healed or not. And God is waiting for a lot of us to decide what we want. We have free will. He's not going to impose on that. He's given us a choice. Faith or fear? Do you want to continue to stay in lack and in misery? Or do you want a life of abundance and well-being? He had that choice, and he chose to be healed. And look, it happened instantaneously. Out of all of those years, this man has been here. We watched him suffer since he was a young child. And he just had to go through this for so long. And so many of us are going through the same situation for so long. And we're like, when are things going to change? But when Jesus Christ steps on the scene and the Holy Spirit starts working, it can happen in the blink of an eye. Everything could change.
Realize what just happened here? Why are you trying to make this about Shabbat?
He said to me, take up your bed and walk. Who did? Who told you that? He did. I don't know. He didn't tell me his name.
No, of course not. He performs a magic trick and tells you to commit a sin.
Oh, it ain't no
A
magic,
false
baby.
prophet. This will be reported.
Report whatever you want. I'm standing on 2 legs.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I need to go find my brother.
Woo! He's walking, guys. No more suffering for him. Man, he better be up every day and every night, just walking for no reason, without cause.
Oh, sorry. It's my first time. I'm headed to the upper city.
Bless his heart. I love it. I love to see it.
You look radiant tonight, darling.
Don't push it.
Simon, don't do it. Oh my gosh.
Think I'm a fool? You think I don't know the difference between gold and grass? Well, I curse you, your family, your children, and your children's children. And when they have children, I curse them too. You are imbeciles, huh? Scam artist. I will destroy you and your family and your children.
Oh. Look at Atticus. He knows. Oh, his brother. He knows the Messiah's here. Look, look. Oh my gosh, he knows. Look, he's missing his cue because his brother's walking. He knows the Messiah healed him. He knows. He can't believe his eyes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. No. Oh gosh. Oh. Whew. See, they was about to fight. Atticus and him was about to go at it. But look, Jesus pulled him away because he remembered. No! No, Atticus. Bad Atticus. Why am I talking to him like a dog, you guys? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My nose is so runny from the last episode to this episode, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Can you see that? Thank you for being with me. Well, the Pharisees were pretty upset.
My nose hurts.
That was almost as much fun to watch as the miracle. This week should be fun, huh? I do have a question, Rabbi. Yes, Matthew?
He's telling him about Jesus. Yeah, put your sword away, sir. Oh, guys, I just want to cry so much.
Waiting 30 more minutes wouldn't have mattered to that man. Why did you do this on Shabbat?
Sometimes you gotta stir up the water.
Because, you know, technically on Shabbat, you're not supposed to do any work. It's a holy day. Yes, sir! Oh my gosh. This is like my favorite episode so far. And I'm still wanting to cry right now. Oh my gosh. You guys, that is literally like my favorite episode without question. If you guys would love to leave a love donation for me, it really makes a difference. I just want to thank you guys in advance so much for watching The Chosen with me. If you guys want to send me anything through Venmo, it's at KeyLovesGod. Cash App is $KeyLovesGod. And if you guys want to Venmo me, just let me know. You guys, I don't know what's going on in your lives or what storms you guys are facing or what your prayers are to God, and that's none of my business. I don't care. I just want you to know that whatever storm you're going through, that God will make a way, and that God always shows up at just the perfect time, even though it may seem like you're like, you know, that guy, I forget his name, because I'm so much in my feelings, but you guys saw it. He was there year after year after year after year, just wasting away. And none of it even means anything to him now because he can walk. And Jesus stepped into that situation and he changed it. Boom, instantaneously like that. And he will do the same thing for you, for your loved one, for your family. He can literally change your situation in the blink of an eye. So this is like the perfect episode for this week, just to be grateful for being able to move your limbs, to be able to have breath in your body, to be able to walk and talk and to feel and to breathe and to love and to see and to just drink water and to have food. Like, these are simple things, but they mean so much. They are priceless, but yet it is a gift that is given to us. We don't have that gift. You don't know if you're going to have that gift every single day. You're not promised tomorrow. So every day is a new chance. It's an opportunity to be grateful. And I'm grateful for every single person watching. Do something nice for somebody today, you guys. Pay it forward to someone. You know, one of my favorite things we used to do after church was we would go and pay for the meal behind us. Like, we would just say, here, whatever the person behind us is going to get, we're just going to go ahead and pay for it. And we would just pay for it. We would go to the car wash. We would pay for someone else's wash to get done. You know, go pay it forward. Like, you know, if you have the means to be able to do so, even if you don't, like, just trust God. You can't beat God giving, you guys. And I love you so much. Please make sure to like this video. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that this is a great video, to please share it. Make sure you guys subscribe so that you can be notified when I do post another video. And it does help my channel out tremendously when you do subscribe. Also, check out my website, www.KeyLovesGod.com. You guys may even be able to see it down in this YouTube section where I do have all of my apparel down there, you guys. It is great premium quality stuff. If you don't believe me, just try it for yourself and see. It's incredible things, and it's faith-based apparel, you guys. Make sure you get something for yourselves. Christmas is coming up. You know, proclaim your faith to others. And if you don't want to proclaim your faith, then just get a little coffee mug or, you know, something like that, something that you'll find. We have little face masks in there that you guys can wear as well. And, you know, just check it out. It won't hurt anything just to see it. But I will need your email and your name just to be able to send you promotions whenever I do have sales throughout the year. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And if I don't see you guys soon, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving.